What's up, everybody? T-Bird from Natural Selection Tour. This is Behind the Battles. This is an in-depth look from the riders themselves of all the runs and all the head-to-heads that went down at the Yeti Natural Selection in Jackson Hole. We pit them together in the studio so they can give us a rundown of what went down when they were head-to-head on hill.
Elena Hight and Robin Van Gyn. This is a very heavy matchup between both sides, and you know, it could go any way.
Definitely an endurance event.
It is a burden riding down that thing this many times.
The vibes are high as we are in this finals. We're about to crown champions.
The women's final featured Elena Hight versus Robin Van Gyn. These are two of the best backcountry snowboarders who have ever lived, and it was anyone's game to take the top spot on the podium. What I think was the deciding factor was just the snow quality at this point in the day. These were the final runs that went down on the final day, so the course was pretty beat up. But like the true professionals they are, Robin and Elena strapped in, dropped in, and put on one hell of a show. Let's find out what was going through their head as it all unfolded.
Nice to see ya. Yep. Here we are again, back in the battlefield. Hey, I'm Robin Van Gyn, and I'm from Vancouver Island, British Columbia.
Hi, I'm Elena Hight, and I am from Lake Tahoe. Finals!
Oh man.
Oh man, there we are.
Can't say I wasn't sweating pretty hard at that moment.
I knew that I was gonna have to step it up riding against you. I didn't even know that you were, until it all went so fast. I was like, who am I riding against? Oh, Robin, okay.
Yeah.
It's on.
Yeah, it happened really quickly.
Yeah.
Really, really quickly.
The vibes are high as we are in this finals. We're about to crown champions.
I wanted to hit the kind of poppy jump. I got caught up in the snow before. I didn't take quite enough speed, but
that jump was actually hard to get to gauge speed.
It was super hard to gauge.
Yeah.
And then I went in and hit this jump. Method is one of my favorite tricks, so I had to throw it in the run there.
I think you have like the best female method.
Thanks, Robin.
Yeah.
That's a very, very nice compliment.
Yeah, for sure.
I just landed it in the tracks, and there was no landing that for me.
Well, I mean, we can be honest about the tracks. It's like if you landed in the tracks or rode out through any tracks, it was kind of over.
Yeah, for sure.
That was huge.
I really liked that little sniper feature called the high beams, after our favorite human, Hannah. The landing was so short, but I was so stoked. I landed right in the tranny pocket. I was like, that was a win for me.
Finally got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the landing.
But like, that's the beauty of trying the same line multiple times, that you like get used to the feature. So at first it's kind of like total shot in the dark, and you're like, oh, I think it's the right speed. And then you actually have time to like figure it out.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, at the end of that run, I was pretty bummed. I was like, that was a bad run. Actually, I felt like I had some momentum in semis, and then I kind of cracked there for whatever reason. I got thrown off by
I feel like it was just it's a lot of snowboarding.
Yeah.
You know, by finals, I was completely bagged. I was like 100% just rolling on adrenaline.
And you just hear how winded they are. These are some of the most fit athletes on planet Earth. It is a burden riding down that thing this many times.
And yeah, this was that jump. I like really struggled with it, but I actually was like, I really wanted to try a cab underflip. That was like my only goal of the entire event.
You almost had it.
Yeah, I just needed to go faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you had some fresh pow in there, though.
Oh yeah, I got a couple turns.
Nice. That back three.
Yeah,
nice.
almost had it.
Yeah,
the tracks, you know.
You landed on your feet.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of the beauty of this contest, is like if you want to open up a feature, it's like you're also judging speed, which is actually probably the most difficult thing to do in this contest, I think, is judging speed when there's no tracks. This is where the course, I feel like the top half of the course was not bad. The bottom half of the course was so crusty. Like just snowboarding through it, you were like, oh, like really hard to get through. I think oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
Backy.
I was just trying to get anything out of that run, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I had no idea which way this would go. I felt like this run we both kind of struggled a bit.
Mm-hmm. But you can tell, like, from this point out, that's when I, like, just energy-wise just started getting, like, more tired and more tired and more tired. Mm-hmm. You know, it was close.
Yeah, it was super close. You
I
took
didn't
it though.
I didn't even remember.
That backy. The backy took it for you.
Yeah.
See?
For sure.
Never give up, Robin. Never give up.
Keep going.
Robin had won the first round, so I knew this was like kind of the make it or break it for me. Like, if you have a good run, you'll move on to a tiebreaker, and if not, like, Robin's gonna take it. So I was feeling the nerves for sure.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's like you start to figure it out as you go. You're like, okay, I need to go way faster.
Yeah, I took more speed into that. Felt way better. That back three felt really good to me, and
Yeah,
I just
that's
landed in a little bit of a hole.
There it is again.
My
Yeah.
favorite trick of all time, the method. I was really surprised that I got to, like, I held my speed there and kept it on the feet.
Yeah, that one was all time.
That tranny finder.
Oh,
Oh, I thought I had that too. I landed
Well,
and
you
then just
did.
got bucked.
You totally had it.
I really liked that
Yeah.
little jump at the bottom. It was like kind of low to the ground, so I felt like I had a better chance of landing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That was a good run.
thanks, Robin. Yeah, I felt pretty good about it actually. I was
Yeah.
like, you know, woo! It was definitely better than the first run. So
Yeah.
take little wins where you get them.
Yeah, totally. Oh, look, you're smiling. You're like, yay, I made it.
Smiling and out of breath.
At the bottom of every run, you're just like, oh, thank God, I'm healthy. Thank God, I'm not really hurt right now. I had just seen Elena go, so I knew that I had to, like, throw down, which I was planning on doing anyway.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
You wanted to kick me out of there.
Yeah.
No rebuttals.
Yeah.
And that backy was so sick.
Thanks. I just needed like a foot more. I really struggled with speed on that jump. Yeah, even overall, like sometimes I felt like I was going too fast. Sometimes I felt like I was going too slow. I never really figured it out. And it's funny because it's one of the smaller features. You know, you're like, what? But then here I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do cab under flip, try it here. It was a total Hail Mary. But yeah.
You were close. You landed on your feet.
Yeah, and then did a savage bail, which I feel now, but this was a hard run for me.
Woo!
And I kind of knew this was not mine. I was like, oh yeah, I'm done. I was not psyched to go to a tiebreaker.
She wanted to take me out
I
right there.
did.
She wanted to like finish it off.
I did. I wanted that to be my last run. Do you remember when we were at the bottom? I was like, let's go do one more.
Yeah, I heard you say that.
And then after I was like, that was kind of rude. I didn't mean that.
The energy of Elena Hight right now.
This is it. Winner takes all.
The tiebreaker, it all came down to this. I just really wanted to land this clean, and I took more speed and was
And you
super
did.
stoked, and I found a little pocket of fresh snow
So
somehow.
sick.
Landed my back three. It helps so much when you start off your run on a good note. Like, it just gives you so much more energy and like excitement for the rest of the
Totally.
features.
There it
And
is.
then, yeah, I just stuck with the method there. I thought about doing a trick, but I felt like the landing was gonna be tough for me. So stuck with the method, poked it out. You know, that landing. But all the features, like being able to ride them 3 runs now, or 4 runs, or I guess 5 runs now, like I was starting to figure it out. That repetition definitely helped me a lot. And then that I just, my front 3 I definitely came around too quick, and
But it's good. You were like trying, you know, and I think that was like the beautiful thing about this year in like for the women. Absolutely everybody who was in the contest was putting it all out there in really bad conditions, which to me is like, I have so much respect for everybody for doing that because it was so hard. I just watched Elena's run. I knew she landed that 3, and I actually was just like, screw it. I'm just gonna do my same run over. I went back to the original plan. I had like no energy left. This run was like the most challenging for me because I just had next to nothing. Yeah, overcooked it.
Just a little too much mustard.
Yeah.
So close on that though.
Yeah, not really.
Well, you had the time before you went a little under.
Yeah.
That time you went a little over. You're right in the middle. You'll
You'll
get there.
If we average the 2,
if you
if I had
average
one
2,
more run,
you would have done it.
yeah. Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, you can tell I'm just like getting tossed more than I was before. Yeah.
For sure.
I actually felt like, and right in that moment where I'm like this, I like knew it was over. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna, and so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go find a plank.
But you gotta continue on and see where this thing takes you. That's the beauty of the natural selection.
Yeah, so at this moment, I like know it's over for me. I'm like, that one was Elena's for sure. So I knew that she got the W, and she was like, no, let's wait. And meanwhile, I'm like, no, it's cool. I've accepted defeat. You have defeated me.
Oh.
You know it's been a battle.
For sure, that's you.
Crashed it, girl.
We'll battle again. Oh, don't worry. I'm sure of it.
The cool thing about the finals matchup is like you can't really lose. Like you're both on the podium. We're both going to baldface.
Yeah.
We're riding like with someone I look up to and like respect so much, and like getting to like spend more time together and like experience that together. Like it felt like a win before we were even done.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. I was like over the moon, just like ear to ear, like going into the final. I was just so stoked for us to be doing that together, and just through the day, even seeing like the progression in your snowboarding, like moving forward and trying and then landing, like it was like I think it was a really cool day in women's snowboarding just to watch that happen.
Yeah,
That's kind of what it's all about. So total win for everybody,
for sure.
but mostly for you.
It does feel really good to win. I competed for a long time and did not win that many contests. Like I was like definitely a second and third girl. So I'll take it.
Yeah, and we have 2 more to go.
And we
maybe.
got 2 more to go. Hopefully.
1 more at least.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
We're gonna try to. We're going to the end.
We're gonna do it.
We're going to the end.